Listen carefully. Recruit, because this is where weak men get exposed before they even open their mouths. The first 8 seconds are not a conversation. They're a silent inspection. Nobody is waiting for your personality to load in. They're scanning your structure like a system check. And what do they see? A slouched frame, collapsed chest, head tilted down like you dropped your confidence somewhere on the floor. That posture doesn't just look bad. It communicates hesitation, insecurity, and a lack of control over your own body. Your spine is your signal tower. When it's bent, your entire presence reads as low status. Shoulders rolled forward? That's defensive energy. Chest caved in? That's protective behavior, like you're bracing for impact. Chin tucked too low? Now you look like you're trying to disappear. And don't think people consciously analyze this. They don't need to. The brain picks it up instantly. You're categorized before logic even shows up. Now flip it. Stand upright, spine aligned, shoulders relaxed but open, chest naturally lifted. Not puffed like a cartoon hero, controlled, grounded. Your head level, gaze forward. Suddenly, without saying a word, you signal stability. You look like someone who occupies space instead of apologizing for it. That's what command presence is. It's physical certainty. And breathing? That's the engine behind the posture. If you're breathing shallow, your chest collapses, your shoulders tighten, and your whole frame shrinks. Deep, controlled breathing expands your rib cage, stabilizes your posture, and slows your system down. It tells your body you're not under threat. So here's your action. Fix it immediately. Every time you stand, reset, spine straight, shoulders open, chin level, slow breath in. You don't wait to feel confident. You build the structure first, and confidence follows. All right, recruit, now we get to the part you thought nobody notices. Your breathing. Big mistake. In those first 8 seconds, your breath is basically broadcasting your internal state like a loudspeaker. You can fake a smile, you can fake confidence in your words, but your breathing, that's raw data. And right now, most people are walking around sounding like their nervous system is running a horror simulation. Short, rapid breaths signal one thing: instability. It tells everyone around you, on a subconscious level, that you're not in control. Your body looks like it's preparing for danger, even when there is none. Shoulders rise, chest tightens, movements become jerky. You might think you look normal, but to an observer, you look like you're bracing for impact. That's not presence, that's pre-panic. Controlled breathing flips the entire script. When you inhale slowly through your nose, expand your diaphragm, and let your chest open naturally, your body starts to communicate calm authority. You're not rushing, you're not reacting, you're setting the tempo, and tempo is power. The person who controls the pace controls the frame. Here's where it gets tactical. Deep breathing doesn't just change how others see you, it changes your internal chemistry. Your heart rate stabilizes, your muscles relax, and your mind sharpens. You stop overreacting to imaginary threats. You become deliberate instead of reactive. That's the difference between someone who holds ground and someone who folds under pressure. Action step, no excuses. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Do it through your nose when possible. Let your abdomen expand, not just your chest. Practice it standing, walking, even sitting. Make it automatic. Because if your breathing is chaotic, recruit, then everything else about you will be too. Recruit, your body right now is probably running 10 side quests at once. Fingers twitching, weight shifting, eyes flicking, adjusting your clothes like they're attacking you. And in those 8 seconds, that chaos gets clocked immediately. Stillness isn't just not moving, it's controlled presence. When you can stand without unnecessary motion, you signal one thing: you are not reacting to the environment reacts to you. Fidgeting is nervous energy leaking out. It tells everyone you're uncomfortable in your own skin. You're seeking relief, validation, or escape. Even small habits, cracking knuckles, tapping feet, over-nodding, stack up into a profile of instability. You become predictable in the worst way, reactive, uncertain, easy to read. Now flip the script. Controlled stillness doesn't mean frozen like a statue. It means intentional movement only. When you shift, it has purpose. When you gesture, it's precise. When you stand, you hold your ground like it belongs to you. That kind of presence forces people to notice you without you begging for attention. Here's the tactical fix. Plant your feet shoulder-width apart. Distribute your weight evenly, relax your shoulders, and let your arms rest naturally. Then eliminate 80% of your unnecessary movements. Yes, 80. You don't need them. Practice standing still for 30 seconds at a time without adjusting anything. It'll feel uncomfortable at first. That's your weakness being exposed. Stillness is discipline made visible. Master it, and suddenly you're not just in the room, you're anchoring it. Listen up, recruit. Your eyes are not sightseeing tools, they're command signals. In those first 8 seconds, Where you look determines how people rank you before you even breathe out your first sentence. And right now, most recruits fail this instantly. Eyes glued to the floor, darting left and right, avoiding contact like it's a boss fight. That behavior screams one thing: uncertainty. Looking down too often signals submission. It's as if you're shrinking yourself, avoiding engagement, hoping not to be noticed. On the flip side, frantic scanning, checking everything and everyone, makes you look unsettled, like your mind can't lock onto anything. That's not awareness, that's instability. And then there's the worst combo: forced, intense staring with no control. Congratulations, now you look aggressive and awkward at the same time. Controlled eye direction is different. You look forward with purpose, not tension. You make brief, steady eye contact. Not a stare down, but a calm acknowledgement. Then you shift your gaze deliberately, not reactively. It shows you're aware of your environment, but not controlled by it. That's presence. Here's your action. When standing or walking, keep your gaze level, slightly above neutral. When interacting, hold eye contact for a few seconds, then break naturally. No panic exits. Practice this until it feels automatic. Your eyes should say, "I see everything and I'm not bothered by any of it." Because in this battlefield of perception, recruit, whoever controls their gaze controls their rank.